Now, folks listening now, and it's easy to get. You can get gallons of ocean water, and not very expensive. They can use this for what kinds of things around the house, Don?
The ocean water to feed plants, all plants. All plants need nutrition, and all plants would love to have that buffet of 90 elements on the table so they could select. They'll do the selecting, and we don't really know what they need. We keep talking like this plant needs this and that plant needs that. I doubt if we really know it because they've never had a full smorgasbord of elements.
Mm-hmm.
And when you put them down, the plant will eat and take exactly what it needs out of that, which is incredible. Then you won't have any bug problem. If a plant can eat total nutrition, then the bugs won't even come close to it. I've grown now 20 years of gardens, and I never sprayed a plant, and the bugs never bothered it. I grew a papaya has known for white fly, and I grew a whole bed of 100-foot bed of papaya, 2 rows in it, and the papaya were incredible. Well, specialists came to visit me in papaya, and they saw them, and they came and looked at mine, and they said, "What do you spray it with?" I said, "Nothing." And they said, "You have to be spraying with something." I said, "I don't." They didn't believe me. I said, "Why? What should I be spraying it for?" They said, "Papaya has white fly all the time, and there's no exception to it." I had none. I went back and looked after they left, and I don't have any white fly. I never did. I didn't know I was supposed to.
I didn't know I was supposed to have it. I'm not going to have it. Right?
Not when you give them nutrition. There was no white fly there.
So as farmers and scientists and health people have told us since the beginning of time that the parasites and the bugs and the little critters, they only eat the decaying matter, right?
Yeah, right. They're there to eat dying, dead, or vibrating, gonna die plants. And that's what they pick up on our cornfields and our wheat fields, and they're inadequate. And so they help themselves, and then we get mad and shoot ourselves in the foot.
Mm-hmm.
So pathetic. And so, and many books have been written about the total nutrition will, solve your bug problem. But we don't do it. We don't have total nutrition. You can't buy 90 elements on the shelf or 50 elements.
No.
You can buy 20.
Mm-hmm.
That's about it.
But the ocean water has 90, right?
Yeah. Well, 11 of them are gases, so I'll give you the break and say if they at least had 80, 78, then you'd have all the heavier ones and not the gases. But they don't have that.
And folks, if you've just joined us, Don said that ocean water is in the exact proportion as the human body and blood. Is that correct, Don Jansen?
Yes, the hemoglobin of the blood is identical in what we should have in our blood.
So are you saying like the relationship, the percentage of like niacin to copper to this to that is exactly as the ocean?
Yes.
Boy, that's a little Star Trek
That
music.
shows how short we are. We don't have gold in our blood, but it's in the ocean. We should have it. We're electrical, and we ought to have those metals in us, and we don't. Because you can buy iron and maybe some copper and some, that's about it. I don't know of any other metals you can get, but there's all of them are in the ocean water, and they're dissolved in the water. It's incredible. It's ready to be taken up by the plant.
Well, can you dilute your rainwater or something a little bit and drink some of that?
Yeah, I use it whenever I take it a lot for all my animals and myself. I drink it often. Yes.
About how many parts per million? I heard about 500. Does that sound right?
What?
500 parts per million?
In the ocean water? I mean, in the rainwater?
Yeah.
No, it's 0.
No. If you had rainwater and you wanted to put some ocean water in to drink.
To drink.
Could you put it about 500 ppms?
Yeah.
About 500?
That would be about right, yes.
Mm-hmm.
500 parts per million, yes. And I've drunk, yes. I know some people that have drunk it for years. I know one gentleman in Miami who's drunk 2 years a liter every day, straight.
Straight ocean?
35,000, not 500, 35,000.
He drank straight ocean water?
Yeah, he has for 2 years now.
How's he look and feel?
Oh, he's 80 years old and as alive as you'd have to believe it works.
Well, but we've always thought that ocean water straight will kill you, right?
Well, Dr. Murray, my mentor, said that the plant needs to have the ocean water have the elements come through it and add a carbon atom to make it organic.
Mm-hmm.
So they need to go to the plant because the plants are the only manufacturers of organic in the universe.
Mm-hmm.
Man hasn't been able to do that yet. They will as soon as they can, but they haven't been able to. So he said it's very necessary, like salt in the celery. He said it's adequate, but it's not harmful to your body.
Mm-hmm.
But straight, he never recommended, and I wish he were alive so I could ask him about that. But there's some other answers. If I were out to sea and I were, without in a raft and needed water, I'd drink ocean water. You bet I would.
Oh, sure.
I'd try to dilute it down with some rainwater, but I'd drink it.
Yeah, and the more and more people I talk to, lots of them are very, very highly qualified people that I trust. They say in the right dilutions and the right amounts that there's no reason why you can't somehow your body figures out how to get those minerals. I don't know. They figured out how to do it.
I've had friends who tried it in Hawaii, and they got very sick. They must have drank too much too fast.
Mm-hmm, sure.
They did it for a month, and they thought they were going to die. So.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well,
I did it for about a month, and I still, in my mind, I kept repeating what Murray told me, and he said it needs to go to the plant first. So I have his plants here. I have wheatgrass. So
Sure.
Plant. I'm still not.
Sure. Now,
sure.
If folks wanted to read a book or two about this, so which one do you recommend? The Maynard Murray book?
Yeah, I think his Sea Energy Agriculture is a real good book to get from Acres USA. And Minerals of the Ocean Deep is one that Charles Walters wrote, head of Acres. That's another book that he wrote about my work and my pictures and stuff in it. So those two books, if you're interested in the minerals and how it works and what it does, those two books are exceptional.
Sea Energy Agriculture by Maynard Murray and Minerals of the Ocean
Deep.
Of the Ocean Deep. That's by Walters.
Charles Walters, yeah. Mm-hmm. Those two books are very, very interesting, very helpful.
And if you'd like to join us tonight, 888-1-NET-6. We have lots of time. We're going to cover a lot of territory about nutrition, about fertilization, about wheatgrass and minerals, and even doing some enemas. We'll do an enema tonight, okay, Don?
That would help us. Good movement.
I just cracked open a book by Norman Walker, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. What a guy he is. And it's called Become Younger.
Yep.
And I tell you what, you read about 20 pages of Norman Walker's books, and you probably never cook food again in your life. It's like,
right.
He was a pretty amazing guy, wasn't he?
Yeah. Do you know how old he was when he passed?
No, I don't.
119.
You're kidding.
Oh, I talked to his wife. I spoke to him on the phone. I never got to meet him, but I spoke to him on the phone a number of times. And all of a sudden he died, and I called his wife and told her my condolences. And I said, "How old was Norman?" He said 119.
119.
And the book about him says, others have written, and the Juice Man says that Norman never drank a glass of water after he was 17 years of age.
After he was 17?
Never drank a glass of water. He drank it all in juices.
All in
his
juice.
Water came through juices.
Yeah.
He never drank water again.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Well, there's many people that believe that that's the way it was designed to work.
Well, it worked for him, my goodness. And he
119.
He went to sleep.
Yeah, he just went to sleep. Amazing. And boy, he